I'd like to welcome back Martina Eberhard to the show, Happily Ticked Off. Hi, Martina.
Hi, Andrea.
In our last webinar, wow, is it a webinar? Whatever you want to call it, Martina spoke about how acupuncture works. In this particular episode, I am asking Martina, because she's done a great job with stink, how acupuncture specifically affects tourettes. Can we, Martina, go to any acupuncture in the United States and say, hey, my son has or daughter has Tourette's syndrome. Can you help me? Will that work for us?
Well, I want to explain a couple of things.
Please do.
Acupuncturists don't see Tourette's as the label Tourette's.
Okay.
That is a Western label. Tourette's encompasses a series of symptoms that we look at and more. So 10 different kids could come in with the label Tourette's and I would treat them slightly differently 10 different ways because each child is individual and the approach must be customized to that child. Okay, so there's no cookie cutter, rubber stamp, this is how we fix it. With the tics and the tremors and the verbalizations and all of these things, they can be broken down into a series of patterns that we see in Chinese medicine from our point of view, our theory-based system, which is its own separate and independent standing system that has lasted a good 5,000 years and is evolving. So it does kind of tandemize in parallel to Western medicine occasionally, but it also is its own self-standing system. And so part of the diagnoses that would come with something that you call Tourette's, we would include, there's issues of phlegm, there's issues of what we call deficiency heat, there's issues of what we call liver yin or blood deficiency causing heat to rise. And so oftentimes all of those symptoms that come up to the head is a manifestation of heat that has risen upward. There's also a basis for that, which is a deficiency in both the kidney and the liver. Now when we say kidney and liver in the Chinese medicine realm, it's not necessarily the Western kidney and liver. So you can't run to your doctor and say, she said there's something wrong with my kidney or my kid's liver. Sometimes the processes do overlap in terms of function. However, we're talking more, again, as I mentioned in another video, that we're talking more energetically versus biochemically. Okay, so, and then another pattern that can come up with Tourette's, especially when it's accompanied by something like anxiety. Okay, then we would say that there's a pattern of kidney and heart not communicating. So again, it sounds kind of foreign, it sounds a little weird, but there are patterns that we do see, and that's how we treat what you call Tourette's. What we see in a child as tremors, tics, anxiety-based, and there would be then waves of increases and decreases of those things depending on sleep, diet, emotions, all of that, external stresses, and we do understand that it does take a toll on the family as a whole, not just that individual child. So the recommendations that we give are not only for the child, but also for the family as a whole, so everyone's helped.
Do you think that we can come back in another video and perhaps talk to you about the ways that somebody, although I know they can call you as, they can call you for a consultation,
yeah,
but you can also speak in this video about ways they can use regular language to get help with acupuncture? I'm not even speaking straight, but...
Yes, I'll give you tips on A, how to find an acupuncturist in your area, and B, probably the most important questions that you want to ask an acupuncturist so they understand what you're looking for and what you're seeking.
Thank you, Martina.
Thank you, Andrea.